For many people in Breckenridge, Sigurd Rockne is more than just a fun, eccentric local who has been in town since the beginning of time. Rather, they believe he is woven into every ski run on the mountain, a big part of what the sport of skiing represents, a true pioneer. Rockne began his career as an alpine ski racer at the age of 15, earning numerous accolades, including posting a 17th place finish in the 1952 Olympic downhill tryouts, the third best time for all Norwegian racers. With a number 1 ranking on the Norwegian team for the 1956 Winter Games, Sigurd was primed for the race of his life. Unfortunately, he sustained a compound fracture of his tibia in training. Even with many injuries, he always persevered in the name of the sport he loved, earning a silver medal at the 1958 Norwegian National Championships, the winter before his move to Colorado. Rockne's love of skiing and his personal relationship with Stein Eriksen would take him further than he could ever imagined, landing him in Aspen, where he began teaching alongside Stein at the newly opened Aspen Highlands. But it was working with his hands that ultimately led him to Breckenridge. In the summer of 1960, Sigurd and Trygve Berge commuted from Aspen to Breckenridge to help build a lumberyard for Bill Rounds. That summer, Bill, Sigurd, and Trygve jeeped up Peak 8 to discuss the possibilities for a ski area. And on January 4th, 1961, at Sigurd's 28th birthday party, he and Bill decided to go up and check out the snow.
Breckenridge was at that time down under a mining company. There was nothing here except rock piles. Whatever you see around here was a rock pile. He said, can you ski here? And I said, well, we go up and take a look at the mountain. And we came back down after a big hike to Peak 8 and decided over a toddy for the body to build a ski area, and we did.
Harold Woods took them up Peak 8 in a military weasel to a spot where the Vista House now sits. They skied down what is now the Spruce Run and decided to move forward with the ski area. The necessary permit was issued early in May, and later that month, Sigurd moved into his house on Main Street. That summer, Sigurd and Trygve began laying out the ski runs and lift lines on Peak 8. Bill Rounds had the faith that Sigurd could take a sleepy mountain town and turn it into a profitable ski town. Sigurd and Trygve signed a 10-year contract with Breckenridge Lands, and they owned and operated the ski school for the first 10 years of the ski area's opening. As co-directors, they hired their first ski instructors, most of them Norwegian ski racers. It was the beginning of the foundation that would shape Breckenridge into what it is known for today, world-class skiing.
He hired the Norwegians, he was the general contractor, hired the Norwegians, they were all carpenters, to come over here and help him build. So they came here during the week and then went back to Aspen every weekend.
It was guys like Sigurd that made that a reality. His friends, that's like the soul of Breckenridge. They created this fabric that we all got to go, wow, this is a pretty cool place, and then we figured that out. They figured it out before us, but they also made it better so that it created more desire to be in a place like this.
Sigurd's community accomplishments would far surpass the early years of the Breckenridge ski area. In 1963, the first Ullerdog Festival, now known as Ullerfest, was created by Sigurd and Trygve as an opportunity to celebrate the winter season. To kick off the inaugural event, they flew 4 jets 500 feet above Main Street. The Uller Parade ended at a large bonfire where town locals paid their respects to the first king and queen of Uller, Colorado Governor John Love and his wife Anne. Rockne and his wife Carol were elected Uller royalty in 2007. The town of Breckenridge has also honored Sigurd in many ways throughout the years. During the 4th of July festivities in 2010, the town paid tribute to the 3 ski pioneers, Sigurd, Trygve, and Olaf Pedersen, with a park in their honor. The Sons of Norway Park on the Blue River celebrates not only the trio's contributions to the skiing heritage and sport, but also for their community commitment.
They just were all about just having fun all the time. They were serious, but then they always had fun, and they were always smiling and giggling and pranks on each other. It was so funny to watch sometimes.
Sigurd is one of those people. He's not real outspoken, he's pretty quiet, and he's extremely humble about his skiing career. But no matter where you go, he always seems to become the center of attention.
They had 16,000 skiers the first year they opened in Breckenridge. And the first week we were open in 62. They only had one couple from California. They were the only customer for the whole week. Yeah.
Sigurd believed that the mountains were full of possibilities. Through hardship and skepticism, he overcame challenging objections and helped to build one of the most beautiful places to ski in the world. He has dedicated most of his life to building a foundation in Breckenridge, centered around community and skiing. We are proud to welcome Sigurd Rockne, a fun, eccentric local who has been in town since the beginning of time, to the Colorado Snowsports Hall of Fame as an honored member of the class of 2024.